Lower Valley Honda dealers for Rick Carlisle, Wesley Matthews, and Harrison Barnes joining the former Clipper, last in a stretch of 9 of 11 away from American Airlines Center. And we are running tonight from Wells Fargo Center. First, Dennis Smith Jr., one of their better defenders, in charge of the Sixers' J.J. Redick, as the Sixers go to Ben Simmons and against the Phoenix Suns. A lot, I would say.
He's really good at that ducking, catching defenders off guard.
While he was playing with the Portland Trailblazers, ironically in a game against the Dallas Mavericks, who went on to sign him to a free agent deal despite the injury. Times on tape, what do you think?
Listen, it's a big thing you can tell about a player when he steps out on the basketball floor. You see Ben tends to jump without an intention yet, where he turns into a turnover. That's a youngster move, so he's not infallible.
Who the rookies last year in a vote thought he would be the Rookie of the Year. There's Jonah Bolden skating
for the having, unless Dennis Smith does something about it. But I think it just makes Smith a better player.
By the way, Brett Brown calling that timeout a minute 4 in. Yes, we do have the dunk.
Longer as the games accumulate. Oh!
Yep, the steal by Redick, hanging around the backcourt. Did he steal a page out of the defense, and the Sixers have heated?
Well, energetic defense looks a certain way. Brett Brown knows what he wants.
Joel Embiid, 7th in the NBA in blocks. Simmons for Bolden. Beautifully done by the Sixers. Enough said.
And he turned out to be okay.
Boom.
And I'm not saying he's Larry Bird. I'm just saying he has ability.
Averaging just under 8, that's 7th in the NBA.
Oh, if you're Rick Carlisle, what do you do defensively? Do you double bend? Do you stop the curl? Nice
look. His first bucket, he comes in averaging 19.5. That leads the Mavericks in scoring.
Nice back screen from Jonah.
Yep, no doubt. And Joel Embiid, Korkmaz, and the first Sixer turnover results instead.
Got to know where you're going before you jump to pass. The pass should help. The jumping should help make the pass. Some complementary pieces. That's all. You get guys who want to win and don't mind sacrificing. Ooh.
Korkmaz, and let me say,
well, people talked about Jalen and tried to assess and predict how his NBA career would turn out. Shake knocks one down.
Shamet, who was in charge of Doncic. Ooh. Working it with Powell, and you can count. Playing the front runners after a slow start. First couple of minutes, TJ McConnell, nobody guarding him, and TJ, DeAndre Jordan.
No, that's a surprising thing, but watching him on tape, he's not the same DeAndre Jordan.
Talking about Jalen Brunson, who has it again. Smith running into Muscala, sinking.
Make them comfortable or allow them to be comfortable, they just get to play their game. Take them out of their game. Well, Token just pushing it up the sideline, not letting it down the middle.
That's what DeAndre's
taught, that when you see the back of your defender's head, you cut, because that means he's staring at the basketball and isn't looking at you.
The screen, that the 2-5 rub, as you call it, dribble handoff. Brunson against good defense by.
That's okay though. Doesn't matter what he's listed as, it's what he's playing.
Yeah.
Right. It's funky. I can't figure that out. Is he 6'9" and wants to be known as 6'9", or is he 7? Mavericks defense, nonetheless, only down 2 or 4, I should say.
Yep.
Or 2 now. There are times when right now he misses that shot. He hears the response from the crowd, that little bit of disappointment. And he's got to get over that. It's all about the next shot. It doesn't matter whether or not they go in. He's got to be taking him right now. Nice move. Team, or would you rather have Ben Simmons? That's the word going around Dallas. And I'm going to sound biased, but I would have Ben, because he's 6'10" and athletic, and you can't teach that. Lineup, wanting to finish that road trip on a positive note. Luka doing some good things with a funny lineup. He's missed a lot of makeable shots tonight, Luka has. Or shots he normally makes.
He's 1 for 5 as Redick.
So many different aspects of it. It's off the dribble, it's the pass ahead. Ben right now going at him via the dribble. Nothing definitive, but he should be in the conversation. A little 2-3 zone from the Mavericks. Open jumpers.
Oh, and let's give it up to JJ.
Got to know who you're covering at all times. Ooh, got him.
TJ McConnell for Simmons, who slams for 2. Mavericks do not have a foul to give.
Barnes can't stop him.
And he didn't. Ben's
winning ways last year. Luka looking to do the same.
And on their first loss Sunday in Portland, an ugly game, the Sixers did not play well. They were without Joel Embiid, but they recovered to win those back-to-back games as Luka Doncic is one of about 1 billion basketball players who are idolizing LeBron James.
No question about that.
Boy, Simmons plowing his way on Matthews.
West side, that's too deep. Matthews or anyone, what are they supposed to do?
Boy, Doncic.
Where he struggled before, but if they're close games, the Mavericks are going to give him the ball down the stretch, and he's delivered at times.
Same for TJ McConnell and Mike Muscala.
Go right at him.
Milton put it on the floor, got all the way to the coach's counterpart, Demetrius Jackson, getting real minutes. In this one, Jackson real minutes in the victory at Phoenix.
Talked about frustrating Luka, one of the keys, but to watch. So far, so good.
Boy, forcing. Simmons on a rope. Beautifully delivered to Landry Shamet for his 10th assist. And he is one rebound away from a triple-double as TJ McConnell for Simmons, who lays it home. Midst of an 18-7 run. They had an 8-point lead at halftime. The Mavericks quickly cut it to 3 as Simmons
drop and finish.
Another steal. McConnell has company. Simmons going up, and he had it blocked.
That was nice offense right there. That's good execution and a wide open good look.
Brunson for 3, and he...
I don't recommend it. That was a heck of a move right there. Kleba walked before he put the ball on the floor. Nonetheless, Jonah recovered.
TJ McConnell drifting all the way. The Sixers holding their largest lead at 16. McConnell, nice late look for Bolden, who lays. Where your screen leads to a bucket. With 3 to winners, and Abdelnaby marks him off here at Wells Fargo Center. Making a 3-point game as Embiid missing from point-blank range. Dallas, in the meantime, already 3 turnovers here in the quarter as punching that. Brunson giving it up. And Connell, good defense that time by the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, Brunson, who's been dealing with TJ, returning the favor.
That's a nice play.
Is as good as you are.
Well, the Utah and Boston were better.
Got the 0 there.
Well, that's not good. Scala in for him. Simmons got it done. Boy, with each.
That's 4 times as many as he had in the last game. That's unbelievable. Feeling comfortable. Settle down, get to your spots.
Sixers have not shot the ball well here in the 4th. Mike Muscala. Luka Doncic is back. So is Dennis Smith Jr. Doncic, who has really struggled tonight, so they called.
Nate's talked about it, and I quote, some of the guys from high school should go over and play in Slovenia. I understand what he's trying to say as pals
with one team. No one has ever played 22 seasons in the NBA, period. Is Embiid in his
men. The game was played differently. Now, with what he's been able to do, he is the stretch 4, the epitome of the stretch 4. A Dirk Nowitzki-like product into that lineup. There's only one Dirk.
That should be a goaltending on Powell. I can't believe it wasn't.
Wow.
Play continues. Embiid, of course, took the shot. There is Smith aching for some points. He finally...
Well, listen, even we'd love to see him again, but just in case we don't, his due respects have been earned.
Korkmaz hitting a first 3 in 6 tries. Furkan Korkmaz. Wesley Matthews for a 3, and he drains it.
At it, and I think they have frustrated Luka Doncic.
Doncic for 3, and now it gets a little hairy. Sixers, by the way, now 12 games above 500 for the first time all season at 26 and 14. They're now 17 and 3 at home. Only Milwaukee is better on their home floor at 18 and 3, and it's their 4th straight win over the Dallas Mavericks. Ben Simmons, his 6th triple-double of the season, the 18th of his career as the Sixers beat the Dallas.